What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Total War Warhammer 2. And we are going to keep going with our Markus Wulfhart Vortex campaign. Things are going well. Some weird stuff going on, though. First off, like yesterday, we discovered that we could make a peace negotiation with Nakai, and then basically he got wiped off the face of the earth. So, kind of pretty weird for this campaign, I have to admit. Also, we appear to have some sort of bug where it's not triggering our hostility level being raised to very hostile. We noticed this earlier, but it's definitely a problem when you see that we are in severely hostile territory. And it sucks because not only did we not get the gold from this mission, but whatever missions are supposed to trigger after this, perhaps, you know, get to extremely and then severely. So we're missing out on a lot of different quests. And this may be messing up, like, our actual story somehow. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about it. I think maybe the only thing to do would be to let our hostility level drop and then try and get it back up to very hostile, and that way we might be able to debug it without having to do any kind of crazy restarts or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking about the most right now. Also, I was kind of looking at the map and I was thinking some interesting thoughts. Some ways we could go differently with this campaign. So we're at an impasse right now, right? We don't want to go over here and colonize Tlans Loxla. I don't know how to say that. Because there's a stack right here of some size that would probably instantly come and smash us because we'd be at very low health from colonization. Or we could rush forward here and try and take on the orcs in their home territory after recruiting our new and improved cavalry units here. Rice Guard, Demigryph Knights, some more halberdiers. We'll probably leave these handgunners alone as a bit of a base defense force in case we need to quickly marshal up some men. As Karl Franz is fond of saying, we can marshal the men, drop them into this stack instantly, and defend ourselves. So, I was looking at the Temple of Kara. We don't need this territory to be a military production territory, but what we do need it to be is a very stable, very defensible moneymaker. And I think we can do that. But I don't think we need training fields to do that. Now that we have supplies rolling in, and with our technology done, these Imperial reinforcements, technology should be, or I'm sorry, but reinforcements should be rolling in quickly. So, okay. So this is where we reach our impasse. Here, we could go to the High Sentinel, we can go to Spectazuma, or I was thinking what might be more fun and a little bit different is to go over here to this mysterious island. So we would go here to the edge. And then we would want to get in the water because there's some weird issues whenever you go from land to water. You end up losing a lot of your movement. So what we would do here is recruit, because I'm pretty sure we can only do this whenever we're on our own territory. I'm not 100% on that. That would probably be worth testing.
Step to it.
But now we're in the water, and then next turn we're going to go here to the mysterious island and start that fight. And we're close enough that if they jump out here and, you know, we see them there, we can always jump back here and reinforce ourselves. The temple, you know, it's got its own garrison, but it's not strong enough to hold back any kind of savage orc aggression. We really need walls there. I was kind of taking a second to look at my garrison. Once this is upgraded, we will have some halberdiers in here instead of spearmen, and we'll also have an empire captain. So it'll have the same garrison as the Temple of Tlenken. Pretty strong little garrison there. Jenkins is not going to want to test us, and that's the next part of this too. So what I'm hoping to do here is go to the mysterious island, check that out, hopefully make a fat stack of cash because we're going to need it, because you see here we're in negative income. And then see if Gentleman Jenkins wants to fight us. I mean, he went to war with us. And if we can take this fight in relatively good terms and win it, then I'll be super happy to come over here and fight Gentleman Jenkins. Who knows where we end up. There's more stuff over here. There's a sea corpse that's usually pretty lucrative. We could end up kind of doing a circuitous route here. Coming over and landing somewhere right here. You know, we could colonize the Monument of the Moon. We could sweep down onto these orcs. That's a possibility. But either way, guys, let's go ahead and end the turn. I think this is an interesting way to take the campaign. And once again, I was on Reddit yesterday and I saw that that there were more memes being made about the Blue Vipers and how, like, ridiculous they can stop your entire campaign. And I think the key is either to smash them early. Yeah, here they go. Very annoying. The key is either to smash them early. The Wandering Dead. Okay, they want us to destroy this. The key is either to smash them early or to get a late game army that's just heavy metal. I'm talking like, you know, halberdiers are good, but like great swords. Get yourself some Reichsguard, Demigryph Knights, steam tanks, that type of stuff. Anything that causes terror also. And then go to town on these dudes. They can't handle armor all that well. They smash state troops though, and that's kind of where the meme comes from. They just absolutely destroy them. I don't know where the Wandering Dead are. Maybe we'll get them. Authoritarian is a new trait. It's all the way maxed out now on Aldebras, so that's awesome. So he gives +3 public order, +4 public order. Let's give him tradesmen. Want to make sure we have all these equipped. And then if we give him Iron Disciplinarian, wherever he goes, he will lock down a province. The dude's like your nun in your Catholic school, just slapping rulers on people. Okay, so we can still come and do this, and then hopefully we can get back to the Temple of Kara. It may be a little iffy.
Absolutely not.
I would love to fight this guy, though, instead of fighting the Savage Orcs, but don't really have a choice here.
Covering water.
Alright, so what do we have here? Landing on a small island, your warriors stumble upon an encampment. Debris and spilled accoutrements suggest the original incumbents left in a hurry. Then a roar pierces the air. Something is coming. Scavenge what you can and scamper. Okay, I was hoping for a battle here.
Land awaits us, hunters.
We can take Mushroom Stew. Let's see what that gives us. That gives us Smuggler. We didn't need that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck? The Curse of Cannibalism? Your encounter on the high seas is not one of the crew or troops will readily talk about, yet they have gained regenerative abilities since this event. Oh my gosh.
Markus Wulfhart.
It's time.
Disembark.
It's time, guys.
Gather supplies.
Oh my gosh.
On the lookouts. Markus Wulfhart.
We can fight them now.
Increase the pace.
Oh, y'all are in trouble, guys.
We are the
I'm
best.
tempted also sometimes, so alright, we'll equip Smuggler. So this is, let's get to what I want to say. Regeneration is powerful. All of our units having regeneration is unbelievably insane. I didn't even know that was a thing you could get from that, and I don't even know how many of those I've gone to. Crazy. But now this is what I want. So I think now that I've come back to land, they'll probably just force march all the way back to Spectazuma. They're not going to fight me on my garrison with my full stack. It's not going to happen. That's suicide. The AI knows that. But what you can do sometimes is trick them.
My arrow flies
So
through.
I want to fight them, even if I have to fight them in this stance, because I think we can beat them readily. But if they make it back to here, that's super difficult. So now that they've come out, I want to try and trick the AI into fighting me.
Hunt smasher.
We could fight them close enough to Temple of Kara that they'll reinforce, but the AI is not a dummy. The AI knows that they're, you know, that we're being reinforced. And I think we are actually considered reinforced at this point.
Markus Wulfhart.
So they probably won't engage me. But that's kind of just too bad. We could get this to its max level, but we need the extra gold. So we need to start generating gold quickly. I was hoping to get gold from that event, and then maybe to come over here and fight Gentleman Jenkins. But the Blue Vipers are going to take advantage of that a little too quickly. And now we're paying for these super expensive units that I wish we hadn't of. Because we could still be running positive for the next several turns if we hadn't have done that. Let's hope these grain silos pick up some slack. And we can always take a second here just to...
And what can the
I guess Nakai might still be alive. The Defenders of the Great Plan still have one settlement. I would hope the game has some sort of means of like regenerating his horde.
The nation call. Greetings, friend.
And these dudes need to start loving us. I don't know what their deal is. I think right now maybe they're feeling the pressure. Okay. We now have defensive alliance with them. Which is good. We don't want like a straight up military alliance as of yet. We could tell them to come down here and start attacking, putting pressure. But they probably won't even do it. They're going to want to sit behind the safety of their colonies. You can see here they haven't even moved out since the beginning of the game. And that's because they pretty much know they're going to lose if they do that. But they're also not building garrisons, which is super weird. Hexoatl, eventually, if you leave them alone, they're just going to build up really powerful garrisons and start smashing you. Did they change this? Man, it's been a while since I played, I guess. Since I played as Hexoatl anyway. I remember playing as them previously, and I thought these four were part of a group together. Did they add this Kotex Causeway? Interesting. This part of the map looks a little different than the last time I remember playing as them. And then Skaggy, Swamp Town, Port Reaver, Ziggurat of Dawn, Hexoatl, Monolith of the Fallen Gods. These three and these three. Okay, and then these three. Interesting. Okay, so the terrain has changed a bit since the last time I was here. No big deal. But what we're going to do is, man, I would love to get paved roads to give us that campaign movement range. That would allow us to use this place as a really good jumping off point. It would also generate a little bit of growth for us. And then when you get it to this point, it's plus 8% production. But we need this 250 gold extra ASAP, or else we're going to start going into the negative. We could disband some of our units, but I don't want to do that either. So we're at a bit of an impasse still, but things are looking up for us. Either way, we're coming this way now. And these blue vipers better look out, because either we're going to the high sentinel and crushing that, because we know no matter what, it's going to take them 2 turns to get to the temple. Ah, another underway interception, guys. Ah-ha-ha. So I'm going to fight this just because last time I screwed up with Markus and almost got him killed. But that's not going to happen this time. Like I said last time too, though, the balance of power is so heavily in our favor that it almost doesn't make sense for us to fight it. We should just auto-resolve it. But we're going to fight it. I don't know how many epic battles we're going to get later on, so let's take all the epic battles we can get now. Seems good to me. Now I'm kind of deciding how I want to distribute my forces. I think this is okay. Just like last time, though, we want to make the widest front line we can. And this is it. This is the widest front line we can make. It's not the best. We're just going to go ahead and stagger our archers like we did last time as well. No real account to who's what. We just need all archers shooting. And we'll get fancier formations as battles dictate, but for right now, this is truly all we need. And it's hard to tell what the terrain is like unless you get really close to it, but there's a little bit of high ground here. And we can make sure our war wagons maybe can shoot over the heads of our guys. And then it's going to be really up to our cav and our heroes to close off these flanks and to act as kind of like a heavy-hitting response force. I wish Roderick could ride a horse, because I would definitely pair him with these Demigryph Knights. Take a look at these guys. You don't often get to see the standard Demigryph Knights, but their stats are super beastly, and right now our entire army has regen, which is no doubt really helping with the balance of power. So this underway grab was, I mean, honestly, everything we could have hoped. I even kind of like their color scheme. They've got this orangey bronzed type color. Really cool. And wherever the front line is looking to buckle, that's where the Demigryph Knights go. You could do the same thing with the Reichsguard, who we'll take a look at here for those who've never seen them. They are also really sweet models. They just look like souped up Empire Knights, basically. They have a few minor aesthetic differences. But heavy metal, 120 armor, big stats, good at fighting infantry. Okay, who else needs to go? Do something like this, like this. Once again, let's actually put Roderick here in front of the Greatswords. We don't want them taking the charge. They're already kind of hurt. Let Roderick be the one that takes the charge. Let's lock our front line. We intermixed the Halberdiers here. No real reason other than to put some armor piercing in the front line. Not that it matters, but that's what we would do against a different type of army. And here, out on the flanks. Soon, whenever he has the ability to buff ranged units in an AoE, we're going to put him in the back lines. But for now, he's good on the flanks because his lines of sight won't be obstructed. And then let's go 6 here. Okay. How far do we have to be? Our range is pretty good. Let's go up here. Not quite. And we'll probably just try and snipe out the Orc Warboss. If we can. We'll put some damage on him. Anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. That looks pretty good to me. Once again, just using the War Wagons as handgunners for now. Alright, let's do it. And she needs to use Arrows of Kurnos. See if we can get them in a spot where they're sort of blobbed up. How was that? 10 kills? You know, you usually want to wait, but alright. We're putting some damage on them. And now we just run. There's no reason to stand and fight them. We can fire while moving. But what it's doing is it's causing these archers to stop and shoot. And while they're doing that, they're holding up the entire formation. So we kind of want them to stop and shoot. We just don't want to get caught by the war boss. Come on. Fire while moving, guys. Let's go. Take off guard mode. And just run. And very soon here, they're going to be in our range. You go, Yorick. He's already got 6 kills. So Accusation, has that been changed? It has. So I think I said in the last episode that it did damage, but it does not. It does not at all. So what we can do here is lower their missile resistance. There we go, let's go. Yeah, we charged with halberdiers on accident. That's alright. And let's just get into the front. We missed one charge there. Make sure we're shooting. There we go. You fired whoever you can. You just keep doing what you're doing. We have another one of these. Let's fire it back. Marcus. Just shoot back here, where your lines of sight will not be broken. And then yeah, let's go and reinforce here. Let's get this sweet charge action. Roderick and the Great Swords do not stand alone. Get in there, Demigriffs. Heck yeah. And remember, guys, we have regeneration. It's crazy. Check this out. See that wind up? Boom. Dead as hell. I love it. Why do these guys have... Man, I really messed that up. Let's lock them and get them shooting. War wagons up here just kind of taking pot shots. Get in there, York. You too. And we don't have to chase, of course. This is an underway ambush, so they're all dead. But let's get some kills anyway, I don't know. This is very satisfying. They've been tormenting us this entire time, and we finally get a chance to wreck them. Nice to be able to do that. Plus regen. That's another good reason to chill out for a second. Look at our HP going up on every single unit. Now, it won't replenish models. We're not undead. So, like, as I hover over this, you're not going to see, you know, us go up to 102 models. It's not going to happen. But we're going to regen a ton of HP. Thanks to us being cannibals, I guess. And we didn't use this potion here. I'm not sure if this applies. I know weapon damage, of course, it goes to weapon strength. Let's check it out. That looked like it pumped our missile damage as well. Interesting. Armor piercing, not valuable at all versus the Savage Orcs, but our weapon damage going up. Maybe we could have more easily sniped the Orc War Boss if we had done that. But everyone should be about at their healing caps right now, except for the ones that are severely injured. For those of you who aren't aware, you can see these lines right here. Those are our healing caps. And once we regen as much health as each model possibly can, it'll stop. If we were undead, we would just get all of our units back. They would start reappearing. But that was a super awesome fight for us. And with that regen, we just can't be stopped. I mean, I can't see us losing with that kind of a benefit. And we're going to get some much needed gold infusions here. And we're almost a high enough level now to start getting Regiments of Renown if we want. And yeah, so our quest for the Amber Bow was to kill 1,000 enemies in battle. And let's read what it says. Wulfhart is too late. The colonies have been sacked and many innocents murdered. Though this is not the first time failure has blighted the Hunts Marshal's career. This time he feels the failure greatly. He declares that such atrocities will never again befall innocent Imperial citizens. Solemnly, he pledges to swiftly seek out the perpetrators of this savage attack and put every last one of them to the sword. That's another big stack of gold for us. And now we have to raid any region belonging to the following race. Super easy, and we'll read that together as well. It's 4,000 gold. So there is no way Markus Wulfhart could have known if the creatures he'd slain were guilty of the recent deplorable and heinous acts against law-abiding denizens of the Empire, but nevertheless their destruction goes some way towards assuaging his burning anger. Though his mission to rid the New World of existential threats is now slightly closer to completion, this is still no day for celebrations. He must continue to hunt down the cold-blooded murderous beasts in the name of the dead citizens, and in the sincere hope that his acts will save others in the future. This is kind of sadly reminiscent to me of some of the events that took place during early American colonization with Native Americans. Learning that whole period of history is just so sad. Of course, not every, group of Americans, early Americans, were, harsh and cruel colonists, and not every group of Native Americans were, peaceful, villages where people just, ate berries and stuff. I mean, both sides have a little bit of fiction to them, but us killing each other in the way that we did was just awful. Finally, we have some new technology research. It probably gave us 50 gold, and that's about it per turn. Not a ton. Terrifying Mask of... What's it called? Terrifying Mask of... Man, that's one of the oldest items in the game, and I can't remember the name of it. Of E. Okay. Nice. And let's research some more technology. So we can get more income from trade. It'd be nice to get that Untainted. I love those types of buffs. It really, anytime you can get a technology or something that negates an entire negative portion of the game. So what we've done is we've managed to kind of effectively rid ourselves of public order problems. I could very easily see you playing this campaign alongside me, and you're just constantly dealing with rebellions in your starting province because you just can't stamp down on that public order well enough. But we managed to remove that from the equation, and getting Untainted earlier rather than later could make it so that the vampires encroaching on us right now won't have any type of taint, and the Skaven as well will find themselves not able to spread their taint to our portion of the map. So I'm tempted here to go for the Hunters Guild plus the Colonial Fort. Hunters Guild is okay, of course, getting all of our recruits from the Empire at 2 higher recruitment ranks. That's pretty cool. However, I'm more interested in getting, once again, an additional public order, which stacks with the tide rebates, so a standard +3 across all of our areas, which will easily counter most public order problems, but it's the casualty replenishment rate that I value pretty highly. But at some point, we're going to want to start buffing our units. It's just, I like to stabilize my empire before I buff my units, because as you can see, we're winning. We're currently winning. And if we were richer like we used to be, I would definitely use the Emissary to the Prince of Altdorf to knock that out. And if we were fighting, ooh man, we should have done this too early on. I'm surprised I didn't look at this. We could have greatly buffed our ability to fight the greenskins earlier. Plus 10 melee defense is no joke. And we'll be fighting Skaven and Lizardmen after we kill the greenskins for a long time to come. There are two main rivals in Lustria. But we just don't have the coin right now. And we'll have it soon, but we're not 100% self-sufficient yet. Not quite yet. And we'll do our best, honestly, not to spend right now. So we have some more interesting options, right? Another 5% reduction in upkeep for his army. That's huge. So we were at minus 450. Now we're at minus 300. So that was another 150 taken off the back. And next time we level, we'll do that again. And I think it's another 5. We could increase our public order some more, but let's keep tanking up Sir Roderick. He does something unique in our army composition, and she needs to get to level 5 in order to get to her next tier of her objectives, and then she gets Dawn, so she gets her bow, which is pretty sweet. We'll make her a much more deadly archer, and then we'll of course read her chapter requirements as we go through that. Alright guys, so what are we doing right now? We need to strike while the iron is hot.
Step to it.
We need to come here and take out Spectazuma while they have basically no garrison to speak of. Yeah, there's no reason to continue moving. We'll stay in this stance. Regiments of Renown will unlock the Deathjack's archers. Not sure why we would want these guys. I mean, they have stalk and sniping, which is cool. And Vanguard deployment. Yeah, we probably won't recruit them here. Sigmar's Sons would be great, but I kind of want to use them in our secondary army. Same with Sterling's Revenge. We'll probably bring the White Wolves into our main stack. Probably the Zentler's Reichsguard as well. It's nice to have these unbreakable units like Sigmar's Sons and the Tattersouls. But we're going to go for some more elite infantry in here. Like, if we could replace these two with Sigmar Sons and Tattersouls, of course we would. Alright. Let's see what our allies are doing right now. You guys, are we still... they kind of got destroyed, so... I don't know what our relationship is like with them since they came back.
Hunters, I haven't got all day.
Let's see if they'll just give us some cash. Seems like a no.
No.
Oh well. And can we make peace with these vampires? Because I really don't want to go to the west and have my lands to the east contested. Salastra's up here. Looks like she's suffering attrition in the deep ocean. Looks like she's dying. She might just be sitting here dying. I hate it when the AI does that. But they need to come down and start conquering something. All she still has is her starting province, or starting settlement. That's pretty bad. Alright, so guys, for those of you who are maybe a little bit concerned, my son was sick yesterday, I think I mentioned in the last episode. But he's feeling much better today. He was actually able to... Wow. That's pretty cheap. We'll take this. So I was just going to say my son's feeling better. So thank you if any of you out there were concerned. He had a rough day. It always sucks when your kids are sick like that and you can't... We have medicine at the house, of course, and you know we took care of him, but we even went to a little like concert last night at a local restaurant and listened to some good Louisiana music. But so we had a nice ending to the day, but it was hate seeing your kids sick. We'll actually take this, guys. I don't know if we'll ever need to have a good relationship with Count Noctilus, but if he ends up being like our super bro, which I could see that happening, he has a natural aversion to us, though. Sure. Let's get him involved in this war, fighting our enemies for us, and maybe he'll take a lot of pressure off of us. Count Noctilus is a powerful ally to have. He basically just wanted to get paid for going into a war that he wants to be in anyway, which is something I try to do. And Kalara has leveled. So before we read this event, let's go ahead and read her lore blurb. So Dawn here, masterfully crafted in every way, this precision bow puts similar weapons to shame. And we kind of already looked at the stats on it and things like that. Look how quickly they spawned. They recruited 5 units this turn. Another Lord with another 5 units. That's unbelievable. We're gonna fight them in open field and we're gonna crush them. Screw you guys. Let's level. Getting sick of your crap, guys. Let's get increased mobility. It's not gonna help us in the battle, but Bow Seeker's pretty cool. Endless Hunters. We might be going into technically a forest battle here. Prey of Anathema is what we really want, and we need to get 5 skill points spent. Does it give us any additional? No. Let's just get Fleet Finger. And then once we get the net, we'll have at least 1 net for a little while. And then afterwards, we'll unlock Marcus's net, and we'll have dual nets. And I think at that point, we'll be pretty hard to beat. Alright, and with the Weaving House done, we are back to relative stabilization. We have lots of growth here, which is great. And then once we, max out our growth, we could always potentially sell this. It's nice having the upkeep reduction, but it's why I'm not like rushing to upgrade it right now. Okay, just taking a second to kind of do a bit of an overview before we read Kalara's lore blurb. Yeah, let's get ourselves even more money from trade. Training, and we'll start getting some passive experience on these units. Anything else? This is locked down now. So great, we have a strong garrison in Chotek. We'll still leave our army here for now, because I think Gentleman Jenkins is looking to come in for some action. I wish he would. I wish he would just come in and we could like rid him of our minds. We wouldn't have to think about him anymore. But alright, so Kalara has made it to her second tier, or third tier, and now she wants us to search a ruined settlement, which we will do. And she'll get perfect vigor from that. That's awesome. Okay, we've got plenty of ruined settlements around. So let's read Huntress of the Fae. I have met a few of the elusive Fae folk of Athel Loren, and in my early dealings with Kalara, it certainly appears she is typical of her kind. On the rare occasions in the past when my hunting expeditions unwittingly led me into the Wood Elves' realm, I found them to be standoffish and determinedly detached from the outside world, almost aggressively so. Those familiar with the Azrae know better than to trespass upon their hunting grounds, for they are considered to be some of the most lethal hunters in the known world. We are extremely fortunate to have brought a Waystalker into our ranks, regardless of how aloof she may be. Kalara told me that she has been in Lustria for quite some time. The beast she seeks does not prowl these lands alone, though, and bringing it down will take some fight, which is why she requested our assistance. For a Waystalker to admit that a quarry is beyond her talent confirms what an incredibly dangerous monster it must be. I gave her assurances that I would see this hunt through, but for now we await more information regarding the beast's whereabouts. Okay, and our thing here is Kalara finds the lead. So Kalara has finally managed to pick up a trail. There have been a rash of slaughters that have seen entire regiments of men massacred deep in the jungle of late, and she is convinced her target is responsible. Kalara is eager for the expedition to investigate. Having fought alongside the expedition for an extended duration, she has also primed her skills for war and fashioned a new weapon for herself for use in the coming hunt. And that is, of course, Dawn. So she now has, better range, better reload time reduction, and even more ammo.
Markus Wulfhart.
She's going to be like a machine gun at some point. Her range is currently 190, so she outranges Markus now, whereas before I think he slightly outranged her. And what we're going to do now is attack them outside of their settlement, and we're going to attack the ones that are in their stance march. So I think they came down from High Sentinel to defend this place, which is fine with me. And they are about to get smashed. So they have Savage Orc Boar Big Guns, the Shock Cav. They have lots and lots of cavalry. They also have tons of Big Guns. This is a much tougher fight than I think the AI is giving credit. Do a bit of a quick save, and we'll fight it out, guys, but this is going to be a tough one. I think our best bet here would be to auto-resolve. But we'll see where they deploy. Like, if they deploy on our sides, our flanks, we can just instantly smash one of these stacks. And if we advance quickly enough, we could stop them from deploying together if they're not already deployed all together. So let's see what kind of deployments we're working with. Yeah, one of the stacks is coming from behind us there. Is that it? So I don't know how many of them are going to be in front of us. Oh, actually we can see. Okay, that's weird. So only the one stack that we're attacking, the tired boys, they're here. But what we need to do is deploy right here and just crush them as they come out. So wherever, little like pro tip for you guys, hopefully I don't look like an idiot telling you this because I think it's always true. Wherever you see this point, right, they're not deploying evenly on this point. So they're not going to come out from here to here, right, with their front line walking out. This is the tip where usually the war boss is going to come out. So the war boss will walk here and the rest of the army will be here to that side. So let's see if my remembrances are correct. I kind of don't want... Let's see. I don't really want to use my swordsman because I think they'll just get killed here. Do we have the Mask of E on us? We don't. I needed to equip that, and that was a bit of an oversight. So this is tricky, you know. We want to, of course... We need to smash them as fast as possible. That way they don't have the option to meet in the middle, so to speak. But we also need to be very aware that we do have very fast moving units coming in to kill us. And I think what we'll do here is make like a defensive force just to cover our backs if we need. War wagons, we'll place them there so that they can fire in. Marcus and Kalara can be there. Let's actually put these two together. I think that's a nice mix. We have a hill, small though it may be. These two can go here, so they have a nice firing line of sight down the hill. Not the best, but it'll work. And then for our cavalry, we'll deploy them like so. May as well put them in high groups. No need for Roderick. He's just there to break up any kind of charge. Actually, let's put him over here so that we can just rush in against the Orc War Boss. Reichsguard there. Reichsguard there in case we need them. And then Demigryph Knights honestly could just deploy in the front. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that. Let me just do a double check to make sure we don't have anybody in skirmish mode. Deploy them a little further back. Alright, I think that's it. So as soon as they come out, and yeah, like I said, they go from there to there. Come on, guys. And there's the war boss. So down you go. Get those demigryphs. Let's get them going. And here, come on, guys. A little close to the map. It's kind of messing up our stuff. All right. And now we just shoot in and get kills. Let's march. He can fire while moving, so we're good with that. Demigryph Knights are taking a beating, so we'll give them entrenchment. Oh man, they're really taking a beating. I didn't expect that. Savage Orc War Boys doing the work. But we should just be able to instantly rout them off. Come on, Great Swords, get in there. Yeah, we need to pull them out. Once the entrenchment wears off, we'll pull them out. Let their regen kick in. because we've got a pretty serious problem coming from the back. And entrenchment lasts forever. Yeah. They were basically just missing being, you know, having the halberdiers back them up. That's all they really needed to kind of inundate their lines. Now we need to bring our front line back this way. Let's bring our cav this way. So a little cool trick, guys. You can hit J. And your units will do an about face. In position. I don't know why they're doing this weird little shuffle that they're doing. Oh my god, they're messing themselves up. I tried to show you guys a cool trick, but look what they did. They're like completely switching positions. Let's use the war wagons for once like their intended purpose. Alright, let's get in there, guys. You know what? Charge right up the pipe. And y'all need to start doing some damage, guys. Yorick, I don't know who you're shooting at, buddy, but you need to start. We just need to get in there. You know what we can do is go and ride these guys down. Come on, shoot, guys. There we go. We can lower his stats. Make him a prime target for our Demigryph Knights. And yeah, that's all we needed to do. So whenever units deploy behind you like that, it's usually pretty easy to take them out. But I don't know which units are which, really. So what I want to do now is ride them down as much as possible, because we're going to have to fight this again. And I would rather not do it with like 1,000,000 units to kill. Take off guard mode and just move forward. And let's fast forward now. Everyone's got a target. Kind of left Roderick back here, but he did a good job. He was dueling that that war boss. Alright, you back up, guys. You're just going to get shot in the back. Yeah. And also what we're doing right now is letting our region take hold. You know, we didn't really lose as many models as we could have on some of these, so let's get their HP back up, and that'll let us go right back into the siege. We still don't have a siege attacker, so unfortunately we have to make some sort of siege equipment in order to take this area. We're out of ammo on the war wagons. I love these units. I want to try and make them work in multiplayer, but it's kind of hard. Alright, I think that's all we're going to get. That's fine. That is enough. We gave them some pretty serious losses. And got ourselves some more chevrons. We got gold chevrons on these greatswords. That's cool. And on our huntsmen. War wagon. A lot of our things are getting there. Perfect. More gold for me. Almost up to level 10. What all did we kill? We knew we would kill him because he was in the wrong kind of stance. Wound recovery time, that's something. Alright, Imperial supplies are ready because we just reached super max level. Dang. 2 more Reichsguard, 1 more Demigryph Knight. That would be awesome. Steam tanks, great cannons, Hellstorm rocket batteries. Man, this is more of what we need.
Mission accomplished.
It's hard to turn down like Reichsguard and Demigryph Knights though, because eventually, so guys, remember that eventually it's going to take a while. But we will have Vanguard deployment on our entire army. Imagine Demigryph Knights and Reichsguard all having Vanguard deployment. The type of shenanigans we could do with that. This, however, would replace both of our swordsmen and all of our archers. And I think this is the responsible pick. And then any units that we don't bring into this army, we'll have in reserve. So let's take the Imperial regiments. It'll be the last time we take this. And then next time we will have something better. So the Lizardmen retaliate, the children of the Old Ones. Following your recent military success against them, the desperate lizards in the locality have gathered in numbers and are sending cohorts your way. Prime the expedition for their counteroffensive. The expedition's relentless aggressions have caused hostility to rise to deadly levels. The enemy are now concentrating their military resources against you. Emergency Imperial supplies have already been dispatched. And we also get another halberdier and 2 more handgunners into the pool. So that's great. We pick up those supplies. Alright, and we get Orc's Bane, so now we get a little bit more leadership whenever we're fighting. So I don't know what this means. Like, it says they're coming to get me. But, like, where are they? I don't know.
The scouts shall never fall.
Ah. That's something. That's something, alright. Faction encountered. Children of the Old Ones. Well, now we know. So, I was very, very close to wiping out this threat once and for all. I don't want to leave here.
Another trophy for the
If they come and attack Tlaxilon, we're fine with that. In one turn, it'll be a super defensible position that I don't even think a 20 stack could take with me defending it. We could consider bringing these guys down, but I don't want to do that either. So I think what we're going to do is... Man, we don't have any siege attackers. That's what sucks.
Do your worst. To the fray. Draw first blood.
Let's continue the siege. And I guess we're going to get a bunch of Imperial supplies super fast now. Please come and attack me again. That's what I want the most.
We'll handle this.
And I think we had some items we weren't giving out.
Loyal or not, they'd better fight.
Let's give him that instead. Wound recovery time. Sure, we'll give her the other Trickster Shard. I don't think it really matters. We'll besiege this land and take it from them. Yeah, it's all about where this stat goes. I mean, our entire area is well defended. These 3 places are the ones we care about the most. And I just don't see them being able to take them easily. But they do have huge bonuses to their leadership and weapon strength. Plus 25% weapon strength on a Saurus Warrior.
They will fall.
That sounds miserable. We still have regen though. I don't want to stop short of exterminating the Blue Vipers. Like, I don't care who takes what. Like, the Blue Vipers gotta go. Because as soon as we turn to go back here and deal with all of this... Oh, someone's coming in. Is that Luther himself? He's raiding. If he has a powerful enough stack, he probably thinks he can afford to take that. They use the underway, but we didn't catch them.
I do have the authority to discuss matters of the state.
Okay, they've declared war on us. Dastan Cold Eye Leviathan Rage. I have no idea what he does. Or what his, like, deal is. I think what they've gone ahead and done is...
Ready yourselves.
Retreated to the High Sentinel. I can no longer see that army that I was looking at previously.
Who are you?
Man, so the question I'm asking myself now is, can I defend Chotek with this army? And I think the answer is yes. I mean, I've got an Archlector, 2 Empire Captains, tons of men to hold the walls.
Out of the question.
And he's got like Fell Bats and Animated Hulks. Like, all of these units are garbage in a siege. All the ones I can see anyway. He's of course very powerful. But like... Man, he's got way better items than I do. So, okay. I don't think he can take this from us. I don't see how. If we wanted to get real gross with it, we could drop in like 1 or 2 handgunners.
Kill to protect.
We might drop in like 2 handgunners. I think our income can afford that. We can take that hit. We'd love to get this place here because they have gemstones. All right, what do we want to build here? We make a gunsmith. That would be pretty cool.
For the Empire.
To really stabilize our economy, we should probably just make another weaving house. And like I said, just use this entire area as a production of gold type place. If we had more gold, I would probably make a wizard's conclave, to be honest. Simply because we're really missing magic. So we take this fight, we win. We'll probably have enough to build it, but then we'll go negative shortly after. Let's just build a weaving house. And getting a tavern unlocks recruitment of witch hunters, which is kind of cool. And will really help to stabilize this area. It's an additional 2 public order.
To the fray.
Sure, I think that's fine. And then here, let's go ahead and pull the trigger. I have this strong suspicion that we're going to be attacked by Luther soon. And this is probably enough to discourage him. But if he attacks, we'll just kill him.
Why do you pester? Seek, destroy.
Alright guys, this will be the last thing I think we do today. Of course the forces here are quite tattered. We're just going to engage with our most healthy troops. Get in there. Probably, we could honestly just use our hero corps to get through the gate. Yeah, there's only 1 gate. Maybe bring up some of our healthier archers. This group of halberdiers here, maybe. War wagon, that type of thing. And, yeah, just take them out ASAP. There's only 4 towers on this location. Okay. Huntsman, you guys can start able to shoot at a nice little area. Let's, so we're not going to cheese this by any means. But what we will do is put our infantry units in the one place where I think they won't get killed. So outside the range of this tower. If they're hurt, we don't want them anywhere near the fight. Archers will move up. Huntsmen will move up. And we'll just try and sweep the walls. And these guys can all just deploy here. And we'll rush forward towards the gate with these swordsmen, who I wish were not the ones taking the brunt of this, but they will be. War wagons, sure. Halberdiers, sure. What we could do is drop the artillery piece. Bring them here. Can we put them on the... Yes, we can. So halberdiers are going to be the ones that use the artillery, or the battering ram. Okay, let's do it. Alright, guys. Get our archers up. Let's get all of our heroes going to attack the gatehouse. We're taking a lot of fire. I want to get a little bit of like a crossfire here. It's a lot harder for them to hit them straight on, but if they shoot at an angle, it kind of tends to go over the crenellations. War wagons, we might as well put them in front. Maybe let them take some of the hits. Y'all move forward. Come on, guys. I thought I had put them all in a hot group, but I guess not. Go. You gotta alt-click to make them want to go into melee. And we're sweeping the walls. Getting some kills. Really want to get these savage orc arrow boys up here, if at all possible.
Sir, find your targets.
But look how like well defended they are. They're also not able to shoot very well. Yeah, we're basically missing like every single shot. Yeah, that sucks. There we go. 3 of them just died. That's something. Yeah, and now we'll leave. We don't need our archers here anymore. These archers don't matter that much because once we take this place, we're going to get rid of them and put huntsmen in our group.
Ready to fire. Taking position.
Let's get them to safety.
At speed.
And let's break down this door. How you doing, Roderick? You breaking it? Everyone's doing their best. May as well make sure everyone's in the right stance. They are. And once they get far enough away, they will be hidden. So I haven't seen any gate bugs since we started, which is good. And now that the gate's down, we can go ahead and bring in our halberdiers. And that should be more than enough to push our way in. And the closer we get to the other side of this gate, they won't have any type of line of sight to get us. We can just enjoy some slightly cinematic shots here. Roderick, homie, you gotta get in. So these are just straight up savage orcs. Oh, and these are big ones right here, though. Shoot them, war wagons, let's go. Are we taking a lot of damage or something? I don't think so. See if we can't land this. Yep, that's a couple kills. It's like 4 or 5 dead pigs. And our engineers in the front line smashing guys with that big hammer he has. Awesome. We popped our potion of strength on Markus. And finally, our boy here is in the front lines. And he should be causing terror relatively soon. Once their frenzy wears off, between the Griffin banner and his ability to cause terror, they should want to run. It's just that the enemy has like a super bonus to their leadership right now, thanks to our hostility levels. I was hoping we could shoot over our own heads because of how tall they are. Where's the banner? There we go. But it doesn't look like it's working very well. Gates are always so buggy. We could charge in with the war wagons, but they really are not chariots. And right now we're just going to grind through this opening gate. And it's keeping the rest of our units safe. Some of which, like the swordsman, we'll just get rid of next turn. But like, I'd be sad if we lost these rank 9 halberdiers. That would be awful. Slow and steady phalanx as we push in. Give them their own little hot group. Lock it in. And let's go. Come in with the war wagons now. Yeah, and using our range attacks is definitely better if we can. The war wagons are now in the party, and they're going to start shooting. This is so cool. I love the war wagons thematically. I wish once they broke, they turned into some sort of like, I don't know, like debris on the battlefield that you could put units inside of or something. That would be cool. That maybe is a bit extreme, but some sort of like, almost like a terrain feature perhaps. Keep on shooting. Get some kills, war wagons.
Moving now.
And if they just want to sit up here on the side, that's fine with me. Let's bring maybe Roderick. Let's bring him here to the capture point. Where's the capture point? Oh, it's way up here. This place is way deeper than it at first appears. Well, we've got to get to that capture point. Let's go, guys. Come on. Off we go.
Yes, General. In the name of the twin-tailed comet.
Are we already out of ammunition?
We obey.
See who wins on the charge here. Probably them still, but they're so beat up, we're going to get some kills.
You can die when we have the walls.
Come on, kill them.
Protector of the forest.
Sigma.
Kalara's staying to help. Oh god, that's not good. War wagons, get out! Run!
Formation march.
It was a mistake. You go get them. Kalara will help.
Don't stop until they're all dead.
Get some cool shots here. Bringing the war wagons with us.
At speed.
Y'all go up there.
Lady of the glade.
I think that was Markus doing a little turn and shoot.
To the hunt.
Yeah, it's annoying because if they don't come off the walls, then like we're gonna have to do it with the capture point. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. It's a little ridiculous. The witch hunter is also shooting. How many kills has he been getting? 24? Not bad. And that's it. They're going to lose due to army losses. Not the most interesting siege. We just tried to win it bare bones without losing any units. And in that we were successful. These archers did a ton of work though against ours. But we are okay because we're going to get half the losses we just sustained don't matter at all. It sucks to get rid of rank 9 archers. I'm sorry, not rank 9 archers, but rank, you know, rank 4 and rank 5 archers.
A welcome
We could sack them for a ton of gold,
I am the Hunt's Marshal.
but I wanted to just go ahead and unlock this, and then we get our regiments of renown. Sweet. Even more followers.
Emperor's authority.
Okay, even more trade. Markus at level 10. We're counting on this. So that's another 7% upkeep reduction, and that puts us back in the positive. Not for much longer, because I'm about to recruit some much stronger units. I'm not going to do that this turn exactly. Because we just don't need to. But what do we have unlocked here? Man. It's nice to have a level 2 barracks, but we don't need that. Let's get rid of it. We want these gem mines built. You'll see here at full stacks, it's 600 income a turn. We need basic walls here. We need this place to be able to defend itself.
Markus Wulfhart.
We know there's a big lizardman stack coming for us. And when the time comes, we are going to recruit. So we have another great sword. That's one of those guys. We have another halberdier, so that'll be one of the swordsmen. And then boom, boom, that's 2 more huntsmen. And I think that's pretty much the army. I honestly would like to take this war wagon out, probably for another huntsman. And then we'll have a bunch of leftover units to make a really powerful secondary stack with Aldebrass. And once Aldebrass is fully fleshed out, once we stabilize our economy just a bit more, we'll give him a really powerful stack. He'll be able to take a lot of these units. Handgunners, he'll have his own sets of halberdiers. We can actually recruit some stronger units for him if we want. Give him a front line of free company or something cool. But we'll be able to move out into the vampire counts territory. Start taking these lands and fulfilling some of the other Wulfhart Hunters' things that we need. And because we rushed this, I'm pretty happy about it. We're going to be making the most of this condemned status. Maybe they're brave because they have higher leadership right now. I wonder if that's why. It says enemy leadership, so anyone who's like our enemy and attacking us should have this. But it looks like, I mean, I didn't think they were this low in the 30s. But maybe it's just when they attack us, they'll have 40 leadership. Which is still pretty low. But yeah, good luck. There's no way they take Chotek. So what I kind of want to do right now is resolve one more turn. See what the enemy does, and then we'll probably leave off for today. We also have Regiments of Renown we could give them if we were really worried. It's nice having this like super fast response force that we can just prop up as needed. So we're considered friendly with them now. They won't give us military access, which is kind of the next step in our relationship.
Is it time? We are on satisfactory terms.
I don't know if we can even confederate with these dudes. I guess not. But they're currently being attacked by Gator, the least original name ever. Look at Gator. He's got ward save. The army here, probably strong enough to get rid of him. Alright, let's roll it. Skaven have been destroyed. Oh no, they have another stack. Are they coming to me? Interesting. Well, Gator, you're not going to be able to do anything, buddy. He is besieging us. Unbelievable. The ball's on this guy. Honestly, we could probably just beat him and assault if we leave the safety of our walls, but we don't really need to. Elector pledges aid. An Elector Count has contacted you anonymously to lend his support to the expedition. He has made arrangements for you to receive additional aid from home, funded by his state. 5,000 is a lot, guys. And that is also a pretty sweet follower. We'll give him Toll Keeper. And we'll start making a lot more money from this province, hopefully soon. Do we have any unused items? I don't think so. Man, let's just see. Before we go, we can check out his entire army. He's got 4 bloating corpses, and this is what he's attacking me with. Just a bunch of bombers. Guys, we can smash this army. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait because he's messing up our income in the meantime, and we may actually need this army to reinforce somewhere, because if they're bringing a stack down here, I don't know what they're going to attack. That we don't have any vulnerable spots. But it looks like they actually do have their sights set on Tlaxlan. Hopefully they'll let me finish my buildings here first, because that's 250 gold income that we want to have. Man, yeah, we got to build the walls first. I want that gem mine, but we have to have walls. And guys, that's going to be it for me today. We've been playing for quite a while. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We have plenty of options. Do we need to come in reinforce and fight off Oat-Luax? Or do we go up here and try and finish off these Blue Vipers once and for all? I think that's what I'm leaning towards now, but we'll definitely see. With this much gold, we could probably afford to bankroll a full stack extra, and then start using it to generate extra income as we push towards the east. Aldebras has done a great job in stabilizing this part of the world for us. But we need to push off this army. What we could do is to crush Luther Harkin in open field, and then instantly recruit. I mean, let's just bring in like 2 halberds, 2 more handgunners, 2 regiments of renown, and then we'll just push out and smash whatever's left. And then from there we can recruit and go forward and start conquering his lands. Taking from the Lizardmen. Take Tlax, take Watek, or Huahutek, and then take Hulan Hopek, and knock all these things out. So, I think that's my strategy for right now. We may not even need Markus Wulfhart to do any of that. But guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, peace, y'all.